Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss about Java buzzwords. Java buzzwords is also known as features of the Java. The primary objective of Java programming language creation was to make it portable and a simple and secure programming language. Apart from this, there are also some excellent features which plays an important role in the popularity of this language. uh, I am listing all the buzzwords in this slide. As you see, there are up to 11 features are there. Each and everything you can able to learn by seeing this video. I will explain each and everything. I am going to next slide. It is the pictorial representation of all the features from object oriented, simple, secured, platform independent, robust and portable, architecture neutral, dynamic, interpreted, high performance, multi-threaded, distributed. And these all these things we can learn each and everything. Okay, next I'm going to next slide. Yeah, the first feature is simple because Java programming is simple language we can easily learn and we can able to understand the code easily because the syntax is simple, clean and easy, so that's why you can able to understand easily. According to Sun Microsystem, Java language is simple programming language because Java syntax is based on C++, so it will be easier for the programmers to learn it after C++. Java also removed so many complicated and rarely used features like explicit pointers and operator overloading. And also there is no need to remove the unreferenced objects because there is an automatic garbage collection in Java. In C++, after using your memory resources, we are freeing the memory manually, but in here Java there will be an automatic garbage collection. It will take care of all those things, garbage collections. It is the main important because there is no need, it will automatically collect all this garbage data into a garbage collection. Next uh, next feature is secure. Java is secure because it doesn't have pointers concept because the pointers can able to access the address of the other locations because by using the pointers we can easily access. In Java the pointers will be there, but there will be no explicit pointers, but the implicit pointers internally works, but manually we don't create any pointers because there is no explicit pointers in this Java. Java provides a feature applet which can be embedded into a web applications, and also we can create the virus free and secure web applications or any kind of desktop applications with the help of Java programming language. In the next slide you can able to learn why the Java provides more secure as we compared with that the other applications. Yeah, in this video, in this image you can able to know about, here it is the C++ application and it is the Java application. In C++ application there will be direct interaction with the operating system, uses the runtime environment of operating system, whereas if we compare with C++ and Java application, in between there will be a JVM. JVM is known as Java Virtual Machine. Inside there will be a virtual machine. It will interact with the Java application and the operating system because JVM provides almost all the security. There are so many functionalities the JVM will do. We can able to learn in detail about Java Virtual Machine in the further tutorials. As of now, we have to know how the normal applications and the Java applications will be working. We have to know about it. Portability is one of the core feature of Java which enables the Java programs to run on any computer or operating system. For example, if an applet developed using Java, it runs on wide variety of CPS and operating system and browsers connected to the internet. And also Java is portable because it facilitates you to carry the Java bytecode to any platform. It doesn't require any implementation. For example, if we develop one code in one machine, it can generate a bytecode. That bytecode can be applicable to any platform. It does not require the separate implementation for each and every platform. So it will be helpful. It is portable, and so that's why it is the main important feature, because we can portable to any type of platform. Java is said to be a pure object oriented programming language. In Java, each and everything will be in the form of class and objects. So it supports all the features of the object oriented programming. And also, object oriented means we can organize our software as a combination of different type of objects that incorporates both data and behavior. Object oriented programming is a methodology that simplifies the software development and maintenance by providing some rules. All those things, object oriented concepts like creating object, class, and inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation is there. I will explain each and everything separately, because these are the basic concepts and fundamentals. Without learning, we cannot able to create the Java applications, because it is the fundamentals. So each and every concepts I can explain in the further tutorials. And also the robust, first we have to know the meaning of robust. Means strong. Java is strong because it uses the strong memory management, and also there is no pointers, because for example there is lack of pointers, so because that's why it avoids the security problems. And also Java provides the automatic garbage collection, which runs on the JVM to get rid of objects which are not being used by Java application anymore. Whatever the objects that are not using by the Java application, that will automatically collect the garbage collector with the help of Java virtual machine. And also there are exception handlings and the type checking mechanisms in Java. All these points make Java is robust, means strong. And also Java supports multi-threading concepts, because a thread is like a separate programming executing concurrently. We can write Java programs that deal with many tasks at once by defining multiple threads. The main advantage of multi-threading is that it doesn't occupy memory for each thread. It shares a common memory. Threads are important for multimedia and web applications like that. So multi-threading concepts is also can applicable to Java. With the help of these multi-threads, we can create so many gaming applications. For example, if you play any cricket game in mobile, there will be so many actions are done simultaneously happening. For example, if a bowler is bowled, then the batsman and the fielders are also perform each and every task at a time concurrently. With the help of this multi-threads only, we can perform that type of activities. Architectural neutral or platform independent. This is the most important feature in the Java, whereas compared with the C and C++, because it can be independent to any platform. For example, Java code can be executed on multiple platforms. For example, Windows, Linux, Solar, Sun Solaris, Mac or OS, etc. Java code, first whatever the code we write in is compiled by the compiler, and then it converted into the bytecode. That bytecode is a platform independent code, because it can be run on multiple platforms. So that's why we can call Java as a program which we can write once and run anywhere and anytime forever. This kind of platform independent is uh, okay. This kind of platform independent is going to happen with the help of Java virtual machine. JVM allows the Java programming. This program created using one's operating system can executed on any other operating system. In next slide, there will be one image. With the help of that image, you can learn how it is platform independent is important. For example, if you write a code in Java which is saved with .java file, then it will be executed with the help of the compiler. As you can see in this image, there will be one file. it is the Java file, it will be executed and then it converted to the bytecode. Whatever the bytecode that came after the compilation of the code, it will be platform independent, and also it will be it can run on any type of platform. For example, I wrote the code on Windows. My operating system is Windows, so I write the code on JVM compatible with that I can wrote the code on and compile it for Windows purpose. Whatever the bytecode that is coming after the compilation of my code, it will be accessible to the Mac OS and Linux also, it can work. That's that same bytecode can be work on any type of operating system. Whatever the bytecode that can be generated, that can be work on Mac OS and each and every operating system, it can be able to work. So that's why we can say that Java is a platform independent programming language. Java is enables the creation of cross-platform programs by compiling into an intermediate representation, what we can call it as a bytecode. This bytecode is interpreted to any machine code so that it runs on the native machine. And the another one is high performance. Java provides high performance with the help of features like Java virtual machine interpretation and its simplicity. And also Java is faster than other traditional interpreted programming languages because Java bytecode is close to native code, so it is still a little bit slower than a compiled language. So Java is an interpreted language, that is why it is slower than compiled languages like C++. Java is distributed because it facilitates users to create a distributed applications like in Java, RMI and EJV are used for creating distributed applications. This feature of Java makes us able to access files by calling the methods from any machine on the internet. With the help of internet, we can invoke each and everything. It also supports the TCP and IP protocols. These are the networking protocols which enables to support the distributed environment of the with the help of internet. And also it supports the remote method invocation calls. It enables the program to invoke methods across a network. Java programming is in dynamic in nature because it supports the dynamic loading of classes, and also it means that the classes are loaded on demand. It also supports the functions from its native languages, that is C and C++. Java also supports the dynamic compilation and automatic memory management, that is called as garbage collection. So these are the important features of Java buzzwords. We can also call it as Java buzzwords. Without knowing these concepts, it will be difficult to know about the further tutorials of Java program, because these are the fundamentals. We have to know the features of the Java. Okay, bye.